نفسي أنا أكون نفسي فيني كلامي جميل أو كلام فاضي ولكن لذيذ نفسي أسمع منك اسمي وتير.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Peace and love, and hello, and welcome to another episode of Buckle Up. And man, oh man, you know when you're a fan of that guest that you want to interview, this is exactly how I feel right now. So, Felukah is someone that inspired me. Felukah is somebody that inspired me because of how she is going on with her art and what she's trying to introduce specifically in the region. Felukah is someone that kind of I respected her art without even getting to know her through her music. And I just feel like we're just trying to find out what Felukah is and what she's about. What's her story, which is really just amazing. So the one, the only, Felukah, gulik salam. Hi.
Hello. Thanks for having me on the show. What a blessing. What a beautiful intro. Like, I feel honored to just be, wallahi, sharing the virtual space, yani, and being able to speak my truth as we do right now virtually.
Wallah,
Thanks for
mashallah
having
alayki, fam.
me.
You really inspire. When you first started this, like obviously, people know, like with your name, Felukah, how do you, like, where are you now? Like, where are you now at this moment, 2021? Where's Felukah?
I'm still, Felukah's still sailing the waters, yo. Felukah's still sailing, figuring things out. I'm a continuous, evolving, shape-shifting form of matter, just like we all are. So I'm constantly learning new things about myself, about my art, and the direction I want to go in. But I'm creating music, I'm creating art, and that's what gives me life. So I'm blessed.
I mean, how can you not fall in love with that, you guys? You so like you fell in love. Correct me if I'm wrong. You fell in love with spoken word poetry like early on, and that was it's really incredible. Do you remember kind of the first few poems that you wrote early on? What were they about, like early on?
Yeah, I mean, I've been writing poetry, like you said, for a very long time, and I think spoken word definitely spoke out to me. A lot of Middle Eastern poets like Rafif Ziada were like just in my ear a lot, and so like that narrative and that form of storytelling was really cool. But I would write about anything from feeling like, anxious at school, anxious about like my social life or how I see myself. I was always very meta, very psychoanalyzing everything. So yeah, it really fit into the poetry, and then I later learned to fit into rap just as easily. So
what was the introduction to rap? Like how did it come to your life?
It happened accidentally because I moved to New York and I was around a lot of hip hop. Of course, that's the birth of it all. And I was just astounded by how this was really just poetry, and people would be like at the open mic, like, yo, I found this, like, this is a note I wrote on the L train, but I'm gonna try and get it on this beat right now. And I was like, that's so fire, and I have so much material. I started listening to SoundCloud beats, like just like vibing by myself and reading my poems on these beats, and I was like, okay, we got something. We really got something.
How important, Felukah, was it for friends early on in your journey? Like friends,
very important. Yani, my friends are the ones that supported this whole journey from the get-go. Would hear like a song that I'd make just for fun and be like, yo, I want to hear that every day. Can you please release it? Can you please like put it out?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, actually this one is for them. Like they asked for it. So yeah, I could do that. Like that's what it really turned into. Umazel, like this is still the style. I'm writing and creating for the people that are there to listen. I'm not writing for the haters. I'm not writing to convince people of my art. I'm writing for those that already get it and are waiting for this to drop. So
I love that you're in this mindset now. It takes sometimes a lot of people, I've been doing this for quite some time, and sometimes it takes years to reach that level, which is amazing that you what would you say is like the back then and now? When did you officially kind of start dropping? Was it 2018?
2018.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the big difference between 2018 and 2021 for Felukah, what is it? I know you're still sailing. I know you're still experimenting, and you're still gonna find new dimensions. But from then till now,
Hassan, no, it's just really my relationship to the art that's just maturing, and I'm able to look at things in my art a lot more objectively, and kind of just navigate it in a very more mature way where مش لازم, or you don't have to like release everything that you write in the moment and then feel like that's the one thing and you got to go with it and push and now like no, sit on things, digest material. I'll be editing and revisiting things and projects. So I think the biggest thing is really just accepting that like this journey is whatever you make it, first of all, and it's also textured and it's turbulent and it's troughs and peaks and all kinds of things. So to just accept that and be like, we'll take our time and we're doing what we can.
Yeah, you know, Felukah, okay, I think you're the first one I say that to, but recently I'm starting to notice something crazy about artists generally. You seem, and I don't know if this is right or wrong, you seem very comfortable at your art. Am I right? Like at what you do, like when you spit, when you rhyme, when you're like, you know, performing or singing, you are embracing you, which is a beautiful thing to see.
Alhamdulillah, I really feel like, yeah, no, I think that's something my generation of artists and like those that are coming after us, we're seeing that more and more is like, we're able to find that in ourselves because we have so many resources and platforms at which we can use to express ourselves. And I hope that people be using these platforms really on the internet to present only the most, you know, authentic and like raw versions of ourselves. And that's not the case most of the times. We have people who misuse the internet and misuse the platform to fabricate images. But that only leads to like toxic thought process and hating yourself, self-deprecating. I look at it as an opportunity to meet like-minded people in Senegal, in Arizona, in wherever the hell, and just be like, damn, I'm really not alone. Like I thought I was a weird, nerdy kid, but these interests are cool. Like things like that. And I think we live in a really cool age where you can find that validation and stuff in a healthy way.
And yeah, this one thing I love about you. Are you afraid of procrastination?
Procrastination kills all of our dreams. Like it's really just the one thing that like we all struggle with. I definitely relate to that, but I let things come and go as they do. I think part of nature is just trusting in the process. So if I've been talking about the one thing and not really putting energy into it for this long, I'm not gonna sit over here and like hate at the fact that I'm not doing it. I'll pick up my other tools that I have right in front of me and do something else with my time and just trust that it'll come back to me. And you're talking to somebody who, like, it's the night of a full moon. I just had a burning session with my close friends of burning our fears and our dreams and releasing it into the wind. So I feel very cleansed right now. And these rituals are important.
I love that. Wow. I mean, yeah, salute. الأهل, like, you know, family. I know it's always a thing, especially in this region, you know, لازم تطلع دكتور أو دكتورة أو مهندس أو مهندسة. Majority of the time, I believe from my discussion with many artists, especially in this region, it's the family worrying how their kid will survive in the world, knowing that financially that this is something that انت هتعمل ايش يعني كيف مطرب يعني كيف مغني rapper, what do you want ايش يعني how are you gonna make money. So I know in the beginning for you it was a struggle, but right now inshallah it's better. What would you say was the thing that kind of clicked with them and kind of made them realize? Is it your passion for this art or?
I think it would have to be يعني a mix of things for sure. هما أكتر حاجة كانت persistence يعني إن أنا I kept at it. I did not just like, it wasn't like the phase with the violin or the phase with the volleyball or like something I picked up and was like, oh, this could be my thing, and then dropped it. لا, and with every music video drop, with every song, I'm sending it to my parents أولا, and I'm sending it to my family. And they're sending it now to my cousins, and I'm seeing my cousins and stuff like watch and listen to this. So it's like really a ripple effect, but determination, persistence, and really just continuing to like speak from the heart and the truth. Like I had nothing, like this is only, I'm putting out content that I really think can help like raise awareness and consciousness about, you know, things that matter to me and a lot of people in this world. So I'm not even trying to just blow steam. That's not something I would want to come to my parents and be like, are you proud? Like, I just want to make something that they're proud of, genuinely.
Yeah. What's their favorite record?
Wallahi, I think they're really bopping to Nipsey right now. My mom and my dad are always singing Nipsey.
Take it to the mother, you know what I mean. Jordan scenes, London dream, or I'll be post up, it's a Brooklyn thing.
Felukah, what was so two questions here. What was the most difficult record you wrote? I mean, technically and emotionally, you found it difficult to type or write the words.
والله مش هستنى would have to be the most
Mm.
difficult عشان كان في أولا a lot of research that I did just beforehand with مساواة and the resources that they gave me to look into like just actual stories about women and the different situations that they were in to
Wow.
really be targeting real life situations and switching the names of course for like anonymity.
Yeah.
بس إنه كله بالعربي and we wanted to
صح.
use that original Arabi sound of the tabla ورق. So sitting with Malik, my brother, and producing something like that was very different for us
By the way,
too.
shout out to Malik, man. Special
Shout out to
salute.
Malik. Yeah, definitely. لا that was great.
كان في بنت اسمها سلطانة حكاوي في العمارة اتجوزت ابن عمها بقت حالتها صعبة مفيش حب ولا مودة حتى كل المجتمع وأمها الاتنين واقفين ضدها مفيش رحمة ولا جدعنة مفيش رحمة ولا جدعنة.
But برضو on an emotional level, everything I write, I'm trying to make more challenging because it really comes from the inside. With every new record, really, I'm trying to really face maybe a bit of that struggle of like, am I ready to talk about this? Am I ready to overcome that inside? And I live for the thrill, so to speak. So
I love
it's
that.
good.
The thrill. Wow. So
Yes.
cool to get to know that. Arabic and English. Now, what's the deal there for you? You know, I happen to believe that you rhyme with whatever language that you're comfortable with. But sadly, unfortunately, we live in a place where if she raps or he raps in Arabic, oh my God, he or she can blow up even more. Yani, you know, where do you see? Yeah, where do you see that discussion, and does it affect you?
طبعا it affects me, but the question is like, to what degree will I let that affect me? Like, I try to cap it at a very like low level just so that I'm motivated to continue in this honestly like Arab futuristic, in my opinion, direction, which is hybrid, which is multicultural, which is universal. It doesn't stop at English and Arabic. I'm learning French to put it in the verse and speak the language of the colonizer. Call me out. Like, I'm trying to do
What?
this so that
You speak French?
like لا and I started learning so that I
Yes,
can incorporate it in the verse. يعني I want to be as many languages, you know, and on the map and be able to go to Tokyo and speak to them and like يعني بس
لا يا Felukah.
that's the
Oh my
future.
God.
That's the future for me in multicultural. Yeah.
Wow. What do you think when you say the future? Like what comes to your mind in terms of, wow, I love that you just said all that. I just had so many visions.
Like bulbs that going off. Yes, I feel like I'm really excited for this post-pandemic era. I think like we're headed towards something that none of us really even know what it looks like, which is already a very refreshing notion for me. I think like our systems are going through massive changes right now, and our institutions are breaking down, and all these different things that we're thinking about, and the more time at home, just like society really taking a turn. It's really exciting for me to be a part of that, and I think I'm just ready to like continue riding the wave.
You're definitely a part of that, making an impact. When you landed in New York the first time, what was it like? Like just getting out of that like airport, like if you remember.
It was crazy. I remember like because I went for visits before. I have family in California, so I was there in New York, like with family, just visiting, checking it out. Did all the touristic stuff, so it wasn't that crazy, but I remember just like the energy in the city being really, really addictive and so like fast paced and also very eclectic and so many different energies and so many different things coexisting. And I still feel like that's what calls me to New York still. Like it's just that mosaic of energy and everything coexisting in one place. And that really is music. That's every genre. That's why you have jazz, you have hip hop, you have progressive rock, you have everything you can imagine there.
If we'd open your MP3 player now or phone, whatever it is, MP3 player, I don't know how many people have that.
Rip. I wish I had mine. My MP3 was like Black Eyed Peas straight repping. Like
oh wow. What artist would we see? Like what is Felukah listening to?
At the moment right now, lots of SZA for days. Definitely also Summer Walker.
Wow.
I like Victoria Monet is fire. And then some guys. I mean, I don't stop listening to Kendrick Lamar. One does not stop listening to J. Cole. That's for sure. Tyler the
Do,
Creator and Snow Allegra.
love. Oh,
Yeah,
yo, that's heavyweight right there.
definitely.
Snow
Snow
is
is
not
like
real.
topless for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Definitely.
I recently discovered Cleo Soul, if you know her.
Cleo Soul is fire too. Yes,
Mm,
yes. Big
like,
fan.
yeah.
Yeah, no, she's fire. I
It,
really like her music.
yeah. Yeah. So quick. I mean, look, it might be very naive, but Lauryn Hill, for you, the fact that she's able, I see, I know, I like that. The fact that she's able
Yeah,
to
طبعا.
sing and rap, like just crazy. For me, she is top five,
Yes.
and I don't like this top list, but she's like one of the great MCs, like
Oh,
rapper. I
definitely.
don't care male or
Like he's
female. Like she's just dope. Uh,
definitely.
what like if Lauryn Hill is in the same space as you right now, what would you tell her?
Ah, la. You can't just put me on the spot like that. Um, I
Uh,
felt like I was so good with these past questions, and this one is really the one. Like, I don't know what I'd be able to say. I'd have to have a proper like sit down discussion with her over tea and some like beats in the background. Like that's what I need with Lauryn Hill.
wow.
It can't be a just passing word.
No,
Like no, no, no.
oh wow. No, let's say for by some miracle, Lauryn Hill joins us right now on this Zoom call. Well,
I don't. I'd be like, I don't even know. I would just act a fool because I'd be so starstruck and in awe. Like I think everybody takes after Lauryn Hill. Every like female
mm.
MC who steps up to the plate, we have her like to like look up to.
What is it for you,
She's one of my
Felukah?
mentors.
What is it about her for you that you connect with?
Everything from the way like from her flow and flow switching to
Mm.
her voice itself and just lyrical adaptability and fun on the mic, you
Yeah,
know. I don't smoke blunts, so I always got like she's just so fun. She's fun,
yeah.
and she's also hella
And
deep.
and and relative, like
Yeah,
her latest verse with Nas, Nobody, just she came out. I don't know if you heard that, but that was
fire. No, she does not
um
miss, in my
yeah.
opinion. As somebody like Erica Badu is just like on my
Oh,
mother mentor level, you know, like them two. And now most recently Solange, like that's these are like in my visions. These women, powerful women for
uh,
sure.
wow.
انا جاي اسجل مش جاي اصدع في اللي هم كبروا زي الشجره في اللي طرقع انا مش بتاعت المنظر شوف بص يا ابني في الدفتر فلوكة اصلا لفظا they be crazy second guessing how I feel I said I love them.
When it comes to Egypt right now, like the community in Egypt, the rap scene in Egypt, yeah,
Mm,
exploded. In a crazy way. I've
yeah,
always said Morocco, Tunisia, and Maghreb Al Arabi, yani, has always had this
I
top level. Egypt, kind of the past couple of years, hey, start
it's
knocking.
blowing
Like,
up.
okay, we
Definitely.
we we got you. What are your thoughts on that? Like, and do you follow what's going on in terms of like the rap
Yeah.
news and what's going on?
Definitely. I think just being a part of the culture, like being here physically, well, and I've been here for the past like 5 months or so, just like an extended summer break slash
Yeah.
what even is time because of Corona. So I'm just here right now. Even though I still tell everybody like I'm gonna be in New York soon, like I'm based there. But مجرد nana physically I'm here. Of course, I'm like, hearing about the rap festivals. I'm like, seeing them. The one thing I would like to comment on though, there's never any women in the lineup, and we got a lot
Mm.
more women rappers coming up like Peggy, Zena Shesley, Dareen. We got like mad women, honestly, that can spit fire now, and it's sad to
Facts.
me that I don't see them on the lineup. Like
Why?
again,
Why
my
do you think
like
that's the case?
I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like maybe like the people are not ready for it. I still see a lot of hate. Like I receive a lot of hate from like people in Egypt who be like still on some sexist shit where it's like you should be
Can I?
like women can't rap, like
What?
whatever. Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't even want to engage in that, but just for the sake of for me and whoever's listening to this, what sort of hate? Like, what's the hate that you're like? What is it? What women? What kind of hate messages you get? What is that?
I'm telling you, it's just like some people trolling online, being like, "Women can't rap." Like this isn't even like this isn't. Like they'll comment on content they see, and it's happened to me. It's happened to other people, being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is why women can't rap." Whatever. It's like take your bullshit and just like get the like. These people don't even have the courage to like
Yeah.
put art out themselves, so they're hating on other
Or
people.
tell you that personally, face
Um,
to face, like for sure. I'll tell
أصلًا
you that.
بالضبط يعني كده I think it's important for women to just blow that off
Yeah.
and like for these women, the few women rappers that we do have in Egypt, أنا بقول لهم بحييهم and I respect them all so much and I think like
Mm-mm-mm.
it's tough out here. It's tough in the Middle East and it's tough in the world to be a female MC. Like
Yeah.
we are a minority, yo. Like let's women in music, forget hip hop, like women
Mm.
in music in general. So I think I just have so much respect for women in the industry and
and you're
Yeah,
passionate about that. I see you always, supporting causes like that,
for sure, for
uh,
sure.
and that inspires me. Look, I definitely salute you. For me, it's never male or female. For me, it's about
Result.
talent. Like it's about the
Exactly.
skill, and that's why sometimes, not all the time. Like I mean, I have even an issue with the term female. Like I mean, okay, she's a
Result.
but
She's
she's
an
a rapper.
MC. That's
Halas.
it.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like
like
result. We don't need these prefixes anymore. And I
exactly,
feel
and
like it
yeah,
doesn't bring me down as much because I feel like the future that we were talking about, like it does not even care about like gender. It doesn't care about
I hear
genre.
you.
It's like
Mm,
way beyond. أنا بالنسبة لي working with men is a great experience. Working with women is a really great experience, and I don't try to like decide based on that. But but I do want to like the only reason I might seem like I'm always like encouraging and inclined to promote the women's voices is because that's just not been the case for all of history. But there is no
mm,
preference, like you said, Danny.
mm.
Hopefully, we get to a place in the future where I don't have to be like looking for female basis. Like, I just want to support. Inshallah, in the future, that's just what comes through in my DMs is just women basis and men basis, the same.
Um, yeah, no, thank you for addressing that. In your opinion, why do we not have a quantity even like in the region over here of
Mm-hmm.
femcees? يعني في, but it's not in the
See,
same quantity. Is it cultural? Is it social? Is it there is, but we don't know? Where do you see it?
أنا شايفاها definitely it's cultural and it's social. On a cultural level, we're just not used to in the region seeing women in power and navigating that power and rocking it and like just doing really well and also balancing their lives at home. Like this is very possible for a woman to be successful in her
Mm,
career and also a homemaker if she wants to be and like, getting married and doing the thing. Like that's very, very possible. Like they're just like not used to that idea, that model. But then socially, women I feel lack the confidence a lot of times to really be putting like ourselves out there and sharing our opinion in a society that's always told us it doesn't mean anything. So it takes a lot. It really takes a lot for women to even be putting themselves in that situation. And then it equally takes a lot for the culture to receive it. But we're talking about like nonstop battling. But
a-
hey, like that's
and
what
I
rap
really,
battles are for. Like
mm, and I appreciate that. And listen, I just want to say quickly, like, I hope from the brothers out there, and it's not only rappers or musicians, even like managers and producers. I've heard some stories. Um, y- let's give a safe space for that. Like that's all I hope, and for women to be encouraged, for sisters out there to be encouraged to do
yeah,
so.
100%.
I think this starts from the tarbiyah, and how you're raised, and I don't know how you can eradicate
So,
that type of ignorant thinking, especially, for example, when it comes to a population like Egypt, mashallah, meet
طبعا.
million. You have to really start cutting off, how people think, and the more voices, the vocally, and believe me, your voice is as crucial. Do you
But
yeah, go
I
ahead,
was
sorry.
just gonna say, like, it's equally important. Like, I feel like this is not even just a women's issue. It's like encouraging the self-esteem and autonomy in our men as well to just be
Mm,
accountable for everything and to really put intention behind their actions and to make music. على فكرة لسه في stereotype and في pressure on men to, like you said, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a
yeah.
whatever, and to even decide to take art making and music making as their career choice. Also, so much respect for everybody who's made it like that. And I think the region just puts like a damper on like the arts and entertainment in a certain way and it makes it really polluted as a scene but we are like the change makers, men and women and everything like everything.
نسيت اصلا ازاي ابانك شفت تايتانيك فجأة بقيت فلوكة ماكدو شارع تزود بلوز يا فوقك من فلوس يا عايزك تشوف الصورة وهي كاملة بنت مين وبتعمل ايه مش هتفهمها.
From August now till the end of the year, where do you like? What can we expect from Felukah musically? Are you, I see you're
Hey.
smiling, which is incredible. What can we
Haha.
expect?
That's the golden question. Y'all can expect some super hot fire. Y'all can expect like definitely I'm working on a new project that I'm really excited about. It's really two projects that
Okay,
are completely different directions, but only one of them obviously I'll be like releasing in the foreseeable future and then hanging on to the other one for
dates.
later. Dates, I don't want to say nothing that'll
Okay,
like come back to haunt me, but before the end of the year, كده
okay,
كده
okay.
I'm excited to be going into the terrain of like lots of Arabic samples and
Mm.
beats that make you die inside in the best
Allah.
way.
Did you when you're rhyming both Arabic or English in your mind, which one is much easier. Which one you really truly enjoy between you and yourself? Well, like,
لا
is it
الاتنين الصراحة there's such
nice?
different energies for me and they can both translate so powerfully. It's حسب the energy that I'm trying to like really express. I think most of my thoughts are in English, but في حاجات بتطلع بالعربي كده كده. Like I just need to say it in Arabic
بقول
and
لك ايه.
حاجات كده بالظبط. انا جاية اسجل مش جاية اصدع ده يعني
Yo,
حاجات دي
fam.
لازم بالعربي.
I
Huna
love.
Qahirah was like also just like such a like heartfelt like track for me because I was able to express that side of
Thank you so much
that
for rocking
Egyptian
that. By
side.
the way, like it
Thank
was
you
an
for having
honor.
me on it.
Oh my God, fam. Yeah.
We got
Do
so
you
much fun.
do you get again, I don't want to bother you with that question. Do you get boxed in with some, vibe that you do? For example, I know Felukah does that. Oh, you drop a record. Oh no, she's that. Oh, she's, or no, you don't have
الصراحة
that.
مش حاسة
Okay.
يعني I feel like a lot of people be like I don't want to box like a lot of artists talk about the fear of being boxed in and so that prevents us from ever taking that step and exploring that other side of our art but I'm already at that place where like I don't really care honestly if people try to box me in and be like oh I prefer this material oh stop doing this like whatever I'm like that's not going to stop my evolution like I
Yeah.
really am out here channeling so many different yeah like voices cultures styles melodies like genres. I'm trying to do everything and a half, so I don't have
Mm,
time for somebody to come and box me in. Like I'm already on to the next thing. So
love that. Try to
it's
box
chilling.
me in. You're like, try to box
Yeah, it's
me.
like try
You get a
box me in,
box
I
that
left
fit
that
me.
box.
Get a box that
Yeah,
fit me, bro.
exactly. Can't.
uh, how is it working with Synaptik on, like, did you guys have like, how is it like working with one of the best, in my
Uh,
opinion, one of the most versatile Arab rappers right now?
لا لا كده كده لا يعني so much respect for Synaptik صراحة and working with Layth was just amazing like such a professional down to earth guy and so quick also like I
Yeah.
sent him a demo and he's just like cool I'm in the studio tonight this is my lyrics sends me the lyrics and the demo and I'm just like yes this is what we need that was a real blessing and hatta it was a great to shoot with him the two videos we got done in Egypt just recently really great experience and برضه super down to earth guy and very like just like
Who?
really putting like a good
Mm,
name out for
yeah.
like Arab MCs for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Who? I mean, again, I don't like the stop thing, but who do you like from the Arab MCs, Femcees, MCs?
Ishta Wigs is cool. Like I like Wigs a
You
lot.
ever met Wiggs?
I haven't, no. We've just
Oh
been
man.
like, like here and there kind of thing. But I think he's cool. And Shuli is great and he's also
Wow.
Abu Recordings fam. So
Yeah.
like shout
Shout
out
out to
Shuli.
that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Um,
You guys have
فلا
a
في ناس
record together.
كتيرة.
That's all I know.
We've been working on some things, so like
Yeah.
definitely soon in the future.
Okay. Oh wow.
But yeah.
Um what about like American MCs, like international ones? Who do you like other than Kendrick and J. Cole
Yeah. No, obviously. I mean, Princess Nokia's always been a vibe for me. Like I've run into her a few times now in New York, and she's dope. And Amma Ray also is fire. She's got that
Wow.
Afro beats meets like hip hop in New York vibe, which I love. And who else constantly? Isaiah Rashad.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I
Are you a
think.
fan of Kanye?
Yeah, I mean, Kanye is a tricky subject for me,
Yeah.
but I think you can't deny his production
Production.
capacity. You can't
Yeah.
deny, like, yeah, just like the stuff he's brought into just our realm of like, experiencing music has been really cool. I love his work. I can't deny that. What he stands for and the way he carries himself as a person is another story.
Oh man, listen, it's I just wanted to check in on you and just say hello because you are mashallah, you're a light, fam, and we want you to keep sailing and we want you to
Thank you.
expand even. And what was the most challenging thing so far that you've been through up to date?
I'd say, I mean, like when it comes to like making music, there's like a lot of like micro challenges along the way that you'll always face. It's never just like smooth sailing completely. Like, yes, we're sailing, but that doesn't mean it's not rocky. فلا الصراحة like there's a lot. It's just every step of releasing music is coming to terms with like the fact that you are putting something out and people are gonna digest it.
Yeah.
And that's just been it's that constant leap of faith that like I'm about to put this out and just hope for the best, pray for the best and prepare for the worst. And
there's a certain energy that I love about you, fam, and I feel it, I love it.
Yes.
And nothing but love and respect. Huna Al Qahirah, just because I want to thank you for jumping on. How was your experience, with that? Like, what's the feedback that you got afterwards? Like, shout out to Deeb
I love it.
Big Mo.
Yo, it was amazing. Deeb was great. Honestly, we met like by coincidence at Ratios here in my ID.
That was so
crazy.
Cool.
And the song like just dropped or whatever, and people were just like loving it. Honestly, people still really like reference it to me all the time. Like, even my fiance will be like, "أنا جاي أسجل مش جاي أصدع" and stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, chill."
Shout out to him. Yeah, I mean, oh man, blessings, man. That's incredible. Yeah, fam. Look, listen, definitely wishing you all the best. Shout out to you at Abu Recordings, and generally, like, your family, your close friends, your people. Any live performances scheduled for you, by the way?
Yeah, catch me back in New York. Hopefully we got some things working on in September, inshallah, next month. I'm planning to go back and get things popping over there. Maybe some West Coast appearances before the end of the year. And yeah, and then I'm out of Cairo for a little bit, but I'll always be back. I'll always be back.
What does Cairo mean to you?
It's home. It's the birthplace of all that is me, And New York saw the birth of Felukah, but the birth of me as a person, as a human, as Sora, was Cairo, Egypt. So this is always where I come back to collect myself.
أتمنى لك كل خير. Peace and love to you. Guys, follow her. This is her account right here. Shout out to you, sis. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
And shout out to your people and your management and everybody that's working with you. Really salute to you. Peace and love. Can't wait to find out and the new things. Wanted again to check in. Peace and love, and we say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Felukah. Peace out.